Good evening, everyone. I spent the last night overthinking about overthinking. And then I thought, if I'm overthinking about overthinking, am I just thinking? It was a long night. Overthinking is like that one app on your phone that is constantly running in the background. You have no clue what it's doing, but it's there and it's draining your battery life. Today, we dive into the power of overthinking. And no, not just to make sure you're using the right emoji in your texts. Let's start with a fact. According to Medium.com, an online publishing platform, the human brain thinks between 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. That's 2,100 to 3,000 thoughts an hour. For overthinkers, that's just deciding what to have for breakfast. But what is overthinking? Well, by definition, it is to dwell on a topic longer than beneficial, to think for too much or for too long on a specific topic. And it is often viewed negatively, but there's another side to it. Yes, of course, overthinking has its pitfalls. Excessive worry, decision paralysis, insomnia, because who hasn't solved the world's problems at 3 a.m., right? Yet, within this complex maze, there are hidden chambers filled with the treasures of innovation, deep understanding, and creativity. But there's a thin line between constructive analysis and falling into a black hole of what-ifs. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 3 a.m., pondering the mysteries of the universe, such as why we never see baby pigeons, or perhaps something more practical, like how many holes does a straw have? Well, that is not constructive overthinking. And now, for those of you wondering how many holes a straw has, it has one. The key is to harness the power of overthinking by setting boundaries. It's like training your mind to run a marathon, not just going on a treadmill, going nowhere. First, you need to recognize when you are overthinking. If you are contemplating the existential meaning of pizza toppings, you have probably crossed that line. Use humor to break the cycle of your overthinking and laugh at your tendencies to overanalyze. But remember, not every decision requires a thesis-level thought process. Secondly, limit the amount of time you give yourself to overthink. Set a timer, literally. When that timer goes off, it's time to stop thinking. Move on. However, it's not about stopping the process of overthinking, it's about managing it. Lastly, channel your thoughts into productive activities. Write, draw, bold, or even speak about it. Transform the energy of your overthinking into something tangible. Channeling the energy of overthinking into creative outputs is like marking the paths you've already walked with unique flags. Who knows, you might even land up on stage talking about the power of overthinking. Take, for instance, the story of Archimedes in his bath, pondering the principle of displacement, or Newton under his apple tree, contemplating the forces of nature. It was in their moments of overthinking that they came up with things that are foundational to physics today. It is in the intricate corridors of thought that the seeds of innovation are often found. Remember, your ability to think about thinking is one of the marvels of being human. Embrace them, but do not let them run your life. Use the energy of overthinking as a source of, not as a source of stress, but rather as a springboard to creativity, innovation, and to deepen your understanding of the way that things work. In conclusion, I invite you to embrace the power of your mind and embrace the extreme ability that you have to overthink to achieve things rather than run on a treadmill going nowhere. Approach overthinking not as a flaw, but as a journey that, with the right mindset, can lead to unparalleled success. Thank you for overthinking about overthinking with me today. I hope that you can go home with a little less worry about your worries and a much greater appreciation for the power of your brain. But just remember, if at first you don't succeed, try 2 more times so your failure is statistically significant. Thank you.